Alright, that's a freestyle. This video, part 2 to the last video. I hope y'all like my freestyle, by the way, you know. Started by accident. Anyway. Yeah. Part 2 to the last video. How the OBE has changed my life. I'm going to share with you all the perspective that I came into based off my last OBE, right? This world, the way it is, needs to come to an end. Simple as that. This world, we have hierarchies, certain structures, and certain mental frameworks that separate us from each other, right? I want you all to think about something. Let's start. Imagine you yourself, right, who's in a really poor family, a really poor situation. Let's say you all live by the beach, right? Or you work for this hotel or something that serves only really the highest rich people in this world, right? So, whereas the rich people go to the beach to enjoy with their family, you have to go to the beach every day to maintain the beach, to clean the beach, to attend to the rich people, right? Both of you all are on the beach every day, but both of you all are in different mental frameworks. One person, the rich person, is there because they're so abundant. They have time to just spend on the beach with their family and people who they love. The next one there is so poor that they have all they can do is spend time on the beach in order to provide for the family with the little that they have. Right? So let's continue this story. No, let's jump away from the beach now. Let's just say the beach is the world, right? One mental framework allows you to enjoy natural Mother Earth and its abundance with people that you love and spend time in that love and energy. The next is poverty. You have nothing. You feel like nothing. You feel like trash. And blah, 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 so on. You are both on the beach, as I said. And what's the difference between the two of you? Some people might say money, time, effort. Let's just say, okay, no, I'm not good. None of that matters, right? You are both on the beach, but your mindsets are holding back yourself, right? From being rich and abundant. Not necessarily saying materially rich and abundant, but you are in the same place that a rich person is, physically. But you can't enjoy the beach. And how do you feel about that? How would you feel about that? Seeing someone else that can enjoy the beach, have fun, play with their family. I'll tell you how I feel. I feel like trash. If you heard that, that was my stomach growling. I'm hungry. But I'd feel like trash. I just think, why can't I? First, then I'll start. And now I'm just me, so I'll probably remove the frameworks that stop me, and I'll probably be on the beach rich one day. But anyway, my point being, right, is that this is the way the world works, which is bullshit, right? You are both on the beach, but yet you can't enjoy the beach because you have a structural hierarchy and mental frameworks that hold you back. Now, imagine the energy that leaks from you being in poverty, right? Hurt people. You, by being in poverty, you are hurting the world, right? Not physical poverty, no, but mental poverty. You hurt the world by being in mental poverty. Because when you complain, perhaps, you feel like shit, your self-worth dwindles, right? Your heart is unable to express its true desires. Your family feels sad. You are just a walking ball of sadness. You keep the world stuck in the position it is by being sad. I'm just saying. Hurt people. You are hurting the world by being sad. Like you holding the world back from being happy. Just saying. You know why? Because you're afraid to go for what you want, to follow your desire. You're afraid to leave the poverty. You might say, well, no, yes, right. I want to leave. So why haven't you left? Why haven't you taken the bold step? Because you're afraid. You say, no, that's not for me. Or they live their life. But no, you're the one keeping us back from ascending. Now I can ascend, right? But I hope that didn't come out on video. Anyway, I can ascend, right? But think about this. I'm making this video. The ones who make these videos, the ones who try to raise the vibration of it, right? Us, so selfless. I'm just gonna say it. We are selfless. We give our time to help raise the vibration of it, right? And just to see you all happy, just to see you all smile, right? Now imagine how horrible the world has to be. People have to be in such a bad state that we have to come and give our time and energy into helping raise the vibration of it, right? Because we want so much love here, right? We care about you all so much that we just want you all to be in love with us, right? There's a party. There is a party with your name on it. There's an invitation to a party with your name on it. And you just won't accept the invitation. If everybody says, all right, today, fuck the government, fuck everybody, fuck everything in the world, we're gonna live by ourselves. Society would collapse and we'd be happy. We don't need this shit, right? That's the problem. The people make you think that you need the frameworks in society. Listen, right? Imagine living in a world where you can't be yourself. You think you can't be yourself fully because people label you. People call you stupid. People call you slow. People call you dumb, fat, ugly, whatever they call you, right? That's a horrible world. No, it's not just the way things work. You make it work that way by conforming to it. You are the problem. If you conform to what other people have said, then you are the problem because you perpetuate their pain. It's as simple as that. Not saying you have to feel bad for it, right? But be the change you want to see. Children come into this world happy, full of energy, joy, and woohoo, da da da. I am I sometimes feel so happy that I can explode from happiness, right? Then you go in situations where people share happiness, people try to bring you down because it's you versus 10,000 basically out there. And then you just like, boy, I want to live in a world where I could only love people and people can only love me for who I am. And then I ascend to this point, for example, and then I see someone else in that position. So now my heart hurts because they're going through pain. They're conforming to the pain. They are indirectly a problem to this world. And the people who cause the pain in the first place are the problem. People who keep you conformed are the problem, and then you become a part of the problem. It's a virus. You sick people. When somebody goes to, let's say I was sick, right? And I walk into a closed room with 20 people, and I make those other people sick now by just coughing, sneezing at you, coughing all over the place, right? Then those 20 sick people go home to their families. Then I cause them to be a part of the problem. I caused them to be sick, and then because they became sick, they then went home and caused their family to be sick, and maybe they went on and caused other people to be sick. Do you see the problem? So by me conforming to sickness, for example, I have become the problem, and I have now taken the health of other people. It's as simple as that. I don't want to live in a world where there's a rich person and there's a poor person. Because by me being rich, I'm a problem. You know? Because I support the financial system then, in a sense. But by me being poor, I'm a problem. So the only solution is not to not care about any of this shit. It's just to be you. And I'm not gonna say I'm rich and I'm not gonna say I'm poor. I don't like labels. I have what I have when I need it. So for example, right? What do I have here? I haven't bought myself a pair of shoes in like over a year, right? Every time I think to myself, shut up. Thought I was going bald. I'm joking. Anyway, every time I think to myself, I need a pair of shoes, right? Magically, somebody gives me a pair of shoes. like the fuck? Like I thought to myself, wow, I could really use a new white shoes. Bam, I get a new white shoes the same day. I was going out there, I said, I want a new red shoes. New red and black shoes. Bam, that same day somebody gave me a red and black shoes. One of my on the birthday, I was like, I had a different kind of shoe, some more variety. Bam, I get next shoe for birthday. Just the other day I was going out, I was like, maybe I need a different kind of dress shoe. Bam, I get a dress shoe. I just thought about it and it happened. That's abundance. I don't even need to spend my money. And most times, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even have money. Most times. Simple as that. And when I do have money, you know what I do with my money? I like to see people around me happy. I might buy somebody a snack, a gift. I might I bought buy things to help me with my purpose. I bought this microphone to record with. I bought this what you see me on to help make my videos. This tablet. Because I also like to draw, so I guess it's a gift to myself too, because I love doing art and I love drawing and stuff. Let me show you some art I have here. I guess I don't spend money on these things, but I like to draw. I love drawing. You know, that's some of the drawings to finish drawing. Ta-da! Wanna color these, but anyway, that's up my desk. Anyway, sometimes I buy books. These are old books, by the way, but sometimes I buy books because I like stories. I buy things that I think I need. Not saying that you have to just um, limit yourself to spending. But I buy what I want with my money, and most times I just buy things that make that I get to see other people around me be happy with, because that's the greatest gift of all. You know, just to see them be happy. Just to see them be happy makes me so happy that I just love them so much. So that's my gift to myself, to see other people happy. But I want to ask you the question: Why do we have to come on here and try to raise the vibration of it? Think about it. Why? Why do I have to give up my time? I'm not complaining because it's nothing for me. I enjoy this. But why is my whole life based around trying to raise the vibration of it? Why do I have to care about the other people's happiness because they can't be happy themselves? Why do I have to uh, give up my time to talk to people and have them see the other side when they can do it themselves? Why do I have to help people realize their own strength when they can't see themselves? What kind of world do we live in that our whole purpose basically coming here to raise the vibration of it? Why do I have to do that? Why? That's sad. Why can't I just live my life and be happy watching? Why can't I just do what I want and without having to ever think about helping people again? For example, because I want to live in a world where people are so strong that I don't need to help people. You know? Why would I want to live in this kind of world where I have to help people? People need our help. Where I feel bad because I see a homeless man on the side of the road, or people begging for money on the streets, people with children who have no money. Why would I? Why do I have to? Why, right? Are people making themselves sick, right? Adopting the sickness of other people, and then we now have to come and help you come out, see that you are not sick, right? Children, as I said, come to this world so happy. There's this testimony from Darius J. Wright's channel, David Edel or Ebel, however you pronounce his name. I love that testimony. I've watched it a lot of times. I love it so much. But why did he have to go through all that? I know at the end of the day it's just an experience, right? I know it's just an experience. Like, trust me, things happen. I just laugh at it at this point. Like, the worst things could happen. People that around me are so frantic. I just laugh because it's just an experience. But at the same time, you know, when you carry that with you carry that with you in your soul. When you withhold love, you feel that pain so much on the other side. You feel that pain so much here. Why do we go through these things? Why did he have to curse himself at such a young age? Have all those heart failures and have to go through that. I mean, he's living a beautiful life now, based on testimony, but in the first place, why? Because somebody else adopted sickness and carried it onto him, and he was perpetuating that into his energy in life, and he had to feel all that pain. Why? Why would I want to live in that world? Why would I want to do that? I'm sure everyone who's here trying to help raise the vibration of it probably wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, right? And even if we were still here, what would we do? We just have fun. We wouldn't give a shit. I love going out there and just talking to people, just having fun talking to people, just being me, you know, without having to worry about helping them. I love to just see the smiles on people's faces and just be there for them, you know. I love that. So why are you the problem that I have to, not saying that I have to fix, but that I have to come into contact with you with? Why are you being the problem in ever since I was little? I always realize people with this. I was like, why are people this way? If we could just love them, if I is my love not enough for you? Can't you see that I'm loving you? Why are you that way? Life is literally black and white. People say, oh no, life is nuanced, life is great. Life is black and white. You're either doing something or you're not doing it. You can't move halfway in integrity and halfway out. It doesn't work. You're either in integrity or not doing it. Listen, right? I clean for my girl, right? For example. The place is either clean or it's dirty, right? If this is the place that I've cleaned, right? For example, right? And I've cleaned here, under here, over here, right? Over here, and I leave here dirty, right? Would you say the place is entirely clean? Would you say the place is clean? No, it's still dirty. It still needs to be cleaned up. Because this brings down the entirety of the place. So I don't really get angry at people. I tell them the truth. And they shut up when I tell them the truth. Not out of fear or anything, but because I tell them the truth out of love. It just feels so powerful. I'm not living my life for anyone else, you know. I'm doing this because all my interactions, I want to see everyone in love with me, and I'm in love with everyone, you know. Even if I don't know you, I want to be there next to somebody and be like, yeah, we know each other. Like it just feels like we remember each other from the other side. I want to be there, just powerful with them. No, not never standing against anyone. You know, I'm not against the world. I just stand in love. I'm not against the world. Nothing that is false will stand in the face of love, so it will fall away. Or people might react, but all I can do is love people and tell them the truth. You know, I, there are different ways of doing it. Sometimes your presence is just enough to light someone up. I had a friend tell me, she said, when after she met me, she experienced the most growth in her life that she'd ever experienced before, and she was really happy. And that was just by me talking to her, by being me. So, again, being me has to be enough. This is just, I want to make my channel this way, where I can just come on, talk, and leave, you know, not burdening y'all to listen, not keeping y'all tied down, just coming out here, sharing my experience, and then leaving. So I would never judge a soul. I mean, I don't know. When I was younger, I could move this eyebrow. I could do it now, though. Yeah, but I wouldn't judge a soul. I wouldn't. So I know what it's like to be judged. I know what it's like to see people struggling, to be struggling. All I want to do is see you all in love, without judgment. I don't want to attack anyone. I don't want to see anyone harmed. I think it's like I'm at the place in my life where peace just rules over. Because everyone I talk to, rich people, poor people, they just love me. And I just love them. It's because I love them, they love me. You know? There's like a barrier broken down between us, between age. I can just talk to anybody for hours about random shit. It doesn't even have to be about anything important. We can talk about the 2000s, the music, how it was so much better. We can talk about DVD players, USB sticks. We can talk about anything, you know? But it's just a conversation about music, about construction, about identity, about who you are, about love, about different concepts. But I won't tie anybody down to it. You know how much people I've met and left in my life, and will have left me. and I still love each one of them today. They were all to come back, and I would give them all a hug, and I would do it over and over in every lifetime. If I would relive this life, oh, that's a big stretch there. I would I would come back into love in every lifetime because it was worth it. This is my last lifetime. I don't want to be here again. I just want to have fun this time. I'm gonna do me. I'm not gonna worry about anything. I'm not worrying about anything. I'm 22. I don't know how long I'll be here again. Don't know how long Earth will be around again. I know it's coming to an end soon. I've seen it. Welcome to the new age, to the new age, welcome to the new age, to the new age. Oh, radioactive. I love that song. Yeah. Welcome to the new age, to the new age, welcome to the new age, to the new age. Oh, down. Radioactive, radioactive. Oh, down, down. Radioactive, radioactive. Hey, I should try and beatbox that song. Maybe I'll make it into a song and I'll start my next video for that. Anyway, thanks for listening. I love you all. Peace.